What up, guys? This is going to be the Greedon profile for Dark States. Kind of a similar situation to Gravidia, where I think the deck is not really going to have an impact on the meta, in my opinion. I don't think it's better than Barrel or Bruce, but it is very fun to play, in my opinion. If you like decks in Dark States in general, you'll probably like it. Starting off with the ride line, we're gonna have the best little boy, Tida. He got a neat face. He looked real stupid. That's what I like. Then we're gonna have Goman. I know a lot of people play more of him in the main deck. I personally do not. While I do think his effect is good, I just don't think it matters with Greedon. Yeah, honestly. But his auto ability is pretty neat, which is when he's Rotobond by the grade 2 of the ride line, Desire Devil Bashoku, you can reveal a Greedon in your ride deck to just draw a card. It's really nice. I honestly kind of wish most of my decks had that.
Fucking right, yeah, here's a cost. Just flip off a fucking
Yeah, show your ride deck, draw a card.
Show your ride deck that in any tournament your opponent already knows.
Yeah, pretty much. And then his rear guard ability is pretty good in Barrow, in my opinion. But it's when it's put from rear guard into soul by your Vanguard's ability, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can counterblast 1 until end of turn. When your opponent would call cards from hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 at the same time. Next is Bashoku. Bashoku is a 4-of. He searches himself out when he's run upon by Greedon. You shove a card from hand to soul and search for a copy of him out of hand. Then in the soul, continuous, during your turn, if you're at 4, he gives your Greedon 5k. So if you have all 4 of them in soul, you get 20k to your Vanguard during your turn. And next we have Mr. Avaricious. I'm trying to read it upside down. Avaricious Demonic Dragon Greedon, aka Pimp Dragon. He's kind of cool, I guess. If you have another Greedon in soul, you lose at 7 instead of 6. That's pretty neat. At the end of the battle, you Soul Blast 2, which is very counterproductive of what he wants to do, but hey. You Soul Blast 2, shove 4 of your standing rear guards in soul, and stand him.
God forbid you have a cost.
Hey. And then, if you're at 10 or more soul, he gets the 15.
That's a restriction, not a cost. Soul Blast 2 is a cost.
Yeah, but it's counterproductive, alright? Fuck off. I just want to have my 10 soul. Moving on to the grade 3s, play 3 Greedon, Pimp Dragon, for Persona riding, because that's always neat, and you need at least one of him in soul to not lose at 6. And then 4 Hysteria. You could also play the other grade 3 from set 2. I can't remember the name of him. He's a Gearconic looking dude that's on place, put a card from hand into soul, draw 1. I like him too. I just think this one, goes with the whole Desire Devil theme. But when he attacks, he gets 2k until end of turn for each of your standing rear guards, and if you're at 5 or more damage, he gets 5k instead of 2k, so you can just make him a 33k swing, which is pretty nice. Seeing as how most of the time you're only swinging with your Vanguard and then swinging with your Vanguard again. For your grade 2s, as I mentioned earlier, your 3 Bashoku. Gets power. That's all he's there for. Then you play 4 Ashurta, because if you have 7 or more soul, he's a 10k shield, which is always nice, and then he goes from Guardian Circle, when he's retired, he goes into your soul. Just helps you get a little bit more soul since, Greedon costs Soul Blast too. And I play 3 Mucka, I don't know how to say his name, but I'm iffy on him sometimes. I don't like the Soul Blast 2 call. I have a very big problem with Soul Blasting a deck that wants to have Soul, but his effect is when he's placed on a rear guard from hand. If your Vanguard is Pimp Dragon, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 2, call a card from your soul to rear. So if you don't have the hand to get that 4th unit you need for the restand, you can just use his skill. And then otherwise, is when your Vanguard attacks, if you Persona Road this turn, you choose your Vanguard and he gets 5k. Until end of turn. Then for grade 1, oh no, one more grade 2. Forgot I played this, to be honest. We played one of the promo Dull. In Soul Act, if you have 10 or more cards in your Soul, kind of lets one caller out. Once again, just if you don't have that one more unit you need for the restand, she's there, I guess, if you have the 10 Soul. Grade 1s, as mentioned in most videos, 4 PGs, no less. You know, Bruce out here being a menace. Gravity out here being a menace sometimes.
Flagberg out here doing his best.
Flagberg out here just giving it his best, man. And you play 4 of probably like in my opinion, like the most important card to Soul Charge with Greedon, or not Soul Charge, but Suck into Soul. Yeah, when it plays, it do a lot apparently. He's when placed on rear, if you Persona roll this turn, Soul Charge 1, which is neat. And then when he's put from rear into Soul by your Vanguard's ability, you Counterblast 2, give your Vanguard 5k and a drive until end of turn. Getting that extra drive check is just so important, because I've had times where I just throw 4 cards from hand on the board to suck in with Greedon. If he's one of them, I get 5 cards back to hand. Last grade 1 is the OG Gunganram. He Soul Charges 1 on place.
The OG.
I guess you can use this Soul Blast 3 to draw if you need that 4th unit, once again, just if you need that 4th unit. But he's really just there to be a body, and he gives you a soul. That's about all. And then triggers. Since you restand your Vanguard, at least in my opinion, this is what I do. You have your over trigger for Dark Side. Obviously, that's going to be really good if you hit it. Then you just play 8 crit, because if you hit the crit on the first 2 drive checks, you can just put it on Greedon and restand him, so he's bigger with more damage. Hopefully just one-shot your opponent and they don't have a PG, and they can't guard it. That's pretty much the goal. I assume it's the same with Gravidia. You play 3 draw. I honestly wish I didn't have to play draw, but there's no use in me playing in front. Because you deck out so easily in this deck, and there is no way to fix that. You just do. I mean, you could always try fronts. I don't think it'll work out too well, but hey, I could be mistaken. And then for the best heal trigger in D. I wanna.
Is it because it's Gear Chronicle?
Huh?
Is it because it's Gear Chronicle?
Yeah, it's because it's Gear Chronicle. I just want Gear Chronicle in D.
Honestly, I'm gonna be surprised to see the Dark Six timeline, the Dark Six ride line.
I can't have that yet.
Have set
So.
5.
I mean, that would be nice, but then I'll be able to get to use her. The only deck I don't use her in is Bruce.
We're still on a profile, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. They can listen to me talk about what heals I use. I am the only Dark States player here. Anyway, that was the Greedon profile. It's a fun deck. I wouldn't if you really like it, go for it. Bring in attorneys, do your thing. I would just pick up Barrow or Bruce. Both of them are ridiculously good still. But if you're just looking to have fun, definitely go for Greedon. Greedon is definitely the most fun out of the 3 Dark States decks.
Sabine.
You throw a pistachio at me?
Yeah.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos. Thank you all.